It is the 1st of July, midday, about 11 a.m. Pacific, and I wanted to update on a losing trade. This is the trade I took last night on the Australian dollar. I have the screen here where I look to enter. Um, I believe right around here, this was the double bottom I thought I saw. We did break above. We held in this zone, and then we broke above that. So I'll go ahead and just what happened. Um, what happened is I got stopped out. I got stopped out right here last night on this candle. Makes it a little bigger so everyone can see it. Uh, but even if I had just gone a little bit below here, this would have stopped me out. So a couple major takeaways I'm noting is one, a stop below the lowest of the double bottom would have I'd I'd still be in it. Whether that's good or not, I don't know. We never quite hit my take profit. 6919 was where I was targeting, right in here, and we got 6915 ish. That said, after sort of the push down, milling about, we did shoot up, and we do look to be retracing now. I would be looking for longs, but it's a whole different thing, and we have non-farm tomorrow. But right now, I just want to focus on the trade itself. So this double bottom, you could argue, was not strong enough. Um, I give myself a C for this. I did wait for a neckline break. I did see consolidation on the neckline, and I did see a break above it. So can't be too mad at myself. That said, I think there's some room for improvement. So if we go to 15, I believe that was like right around here. If you look at this, is this a double bottom? I I'd argue yeah, but maybe what I need to do was wait for more of a confirmation above it. So on the 15-minute, we broke above, and then we never broke. We started to pull back, and we never broke above it until let me draw the line so it's super clear what I'm talking about. Um, so if this was the neckline on the 15, we didn't hold. We broke above, but then we just came back in, came above and closed, but then came back in. And it wasn't until here that it would have been okay to start looking. But that being said, this was 5 in the morning my time, and even then you would have been hit here. So try not to overthink this. I think some trades just lose, and this is one of them. And really, I think stop placement is the big takeaway here. I had my stop too tight on the shallower of the double bottoms, and had I had put it below the deepest, I'd still be in the trade. If I was still in this trade, obviously I would have wished I closed out at the very top, whatever. But I would argue that we're still no reason to panic. The 15-minute has a very impulsive up trend and is now correcting in a downtrend. And in fact, this may be a little double bottom right here. But the other thing with stops is, part of what I'm going to be working on is just looking, and if the pattern we're looking at is showing itself, which this ascending wedge here is just very crystal clear, 3 touches on the hourly. And here, these 2 candles here, it's hard to see probably, but it was really these 2 right here was my first double bottom. Get that stop below somewhere on here that would, on the 60-minute, that would make more sense to be wrong. Again, maybe I also am worried I'm overthinking this. Maybe it's just the lower of the 2. Let's see, 95 was the entry about. So that would be about here. And had I gone down to below this one, even returning back up into here would have been, that's a twofer, that's a 1.5. So this could have, been 1.8 risk reward, which is fine. Um, so, yeah, anyway, I don't know. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but when you don't lose or when you're not trading, I can completely rationally accept that 50% of my trades are going to be losses or whatever percent, but then they happen and I kind of get in my head and I kind of need to work on shaking them off a little more. So long rant of just saying, put the stop below the lower low would have been fine here, or maybe this little congestion area here would still be in it. But all in all, this trade lost me, um, lost. And for those who don't know, I would not follow my trades. This is just me documenting my journey and is educational only. I'm not licensed, all the disclaimer stuff, but I cannot highlight enough how important it is to risk management. This trade, most of my trades right now, until I get my groove better, are a half of a percent of my account. And so, as much as I'm bummed that this trade lost, I'm okay. I'm totally still at the table. I'm here to fight another day. I'm here to look for a next clean setup. Um, I cannot stress enough risk management. My goal is to get enough stats under my belt, find my groove, get the confidence to get up to about 1 to 1.5% per trade. But I had taken about 10 losses in a row, risking over 1%, and that's over 10% drawdown on the account. And so since then, I'm just sizing down, finding my groove, really getting my play into action. This is all for real now, and so you can always leverage up your bets later once you have confidence in your ability to execute your plan. For right now, I'm still a little pre-game jitters. I'm still finding my groove, and just risk management, I think, will be one of the biggest factors in why I make it, because I'm able to take these kind of losses and still be at the table.